On today's episode, we are going to make these adorable ombre onesies. You just need a few supplies to do this really fun little project today. You need onesies, matching fabric, die cuts, more matching fabric, liquid dye, and a little bit of salt, and a stamp for our little bee. Ombre, which is a French word for to shade, is so hot in fashion right now.
People are dyeing their hair ombre.
So I thought, or we thought actually, that it would just be great to do it on some little baby apparel.
Cutesies.
It's very cute. So you can go on to the RIT site, and it will actually have a section how to dye with ombre, but I'm going to walk you through the process right now. To do ombre, you want to prepare your dipping bath first. And I just used a plastic shoebox, as you can see here, and a wooden dowel across my sink to hang the little t-shirts on. Pour salt into the plastic shoebox. Then add your boiling water. Then add your coloring. And first, we're going to show you how to do the pink one. And you can see that you want to roll up the onesie, and I pinned it on the dowel so it would be up higher. Now, you're going to dip that bottom part into the dye. Go set your timer for 10 minutes. Ding, 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 10 minutes just went up. Unpin it, roll it down a little bit more, and that's going to expose the next part of the onesie. Pin it again. Set your timer this time for 5 minutes. Ding, ding, ding. 5 minutes are up. Put some rubber gloves on if you don't want pink hands, and dip the whole thing into the bucket. Once you get that done, you're going to pull it out. You're going to rinse it off with a little bit of detergent and first rinse off with cold water to get all the color out, then a little bit of detergent, and you are ready to go. You've got a great ombre effect. And once it's dried, this is what it looks like. It's just that really great shading. Isn't that fun?
Graduated shading is so pretty.
Yeah, it's really fun. And I decided, well, we did a little girl. We have to do a little boy. And look at this yellow. Boy, the yellow just
vibrant.
Really, really pops. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to embellish them.
I'm going to show you how we made our embellishments for our adorable little ombre.
Ombre. We love that word.
We love that word, yes. We're using a die cut. We're going to use the Spellbinders Grand Caliber and their French frills set to make the pink onesie, which is super cute, and it will cut fabric. You just place it face up, and Anna did go ahead and put some Heat and Bond Light on the back of the fabric before, just so that we can iron it on without having to use an additional adhesive afterwards.
Correct.
And you put your fabric face down onto the die. And one tip that I've found is if you put a piece of scrap paper over when you're cutting fabric, it gives you a little bit of a crisper cut.
Pop her into the machine.
Pop her into the Grand Caliber, roll her through, and the magic happens. And now we're going to show you the magic.
This is always my favorite part, to see the die cut come out.
Get rid of our scrap. And there
Voila,
it is, the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's really
ready
great.
to be ironed on. And we also cut a little heart using the same process for the front from the same French frills set. And Anna will show you what.
Yeah. And talk just a little bit about the hexagon really quick before we move on from the machine.
We used the hexagon set with 3 different calico type cotton fabrics to cut the beehive for the little yellow onesie, and it followed the same procedure with the copy paper and just cut them out. So, and those also have the heat and bond on them.
Now, one thing I did forget to mention, that I threw in some white eyelet into the little bath of the pink while the little ombre magic was happening. And I did just leave it in there the whole time. The eyelet does have a little bit of polyester in it, so it didn't get the
lighter.
Yeah, so it's not as vibrant. Shading. But I do like the way it came out. I think it's really pretty. So that's going to be our little ruffle on the bottom.
Matching frilly bottom.
Yeah. So we're just going to walk you through this really quick. You remove the paper backing from the heat and bond. And just follow the directions. I love to use this.
It's an iron-on product.
Yeah, just iron on. And I do like to use a moist paper towel, put it over the top with the iron, 10 seconds. Yep. Then what I did, Cindi had mentioned she'd cut the little heart out. Well, this particular heart actually has little holes to weave ribbon, which is really cool. So when you go to put this down, go ahead and put your ribbon right through like that. Then put your cloth over the top and press it. And what I did, after I've got all of that done, and I'm going to bring up the one that I did earlier, I went ahead and did embroidery because these are going to get washed a lot, and the Eiffel Tower is a very delicate tower.
Very delicate, yeah.
So if you can see, I actually went back and forth and just took some black embroidery floss around the edges, all inside. I know it took a little time, but it's a great effect.
The detail is amazing.
And the little ribbon, I just tied a bow and I put an X in the middle of the bow. And the reason I did that, because babies are only like putting things in their mouth, and you're throwing it in the wash. You don't want to constantly have those ribbons hanging there.
That's true. That's a good idea.
This is our little magic on the back. Voila!
Little ruffled bottom.
So cute.
I happen to know a baby girl that might be going to have one of these.
Your neighbor's not getting this one. She keeps telling me she wants it. So what I did, literally, I'm just going to unsnap the bottom here. And you're just going to cut out rows. Start with the bottom row. Well, let's see, let's get it the right direction. Start with the bottom row. I folded the end under, and I ran some pins across here. And take it to your sewing machine. And if you don't, and you want to just hand stitch, you can do that as well. You get that one done. And I'll just show you. We're going to add, so that's finished.
Can I ask a basic sewing question? How did you peel it back so that you didn't stitch it through both layers?
Good question. Did you see I did unsnap it? And you are just going to tuck this back because,
okay,
won't be able to change the diapers if you don't do that. So you get that idea when you're sewing.
I'm not the sewer. She's the sewer.
So we've got our first layer. That was a great question. Thanks for asking that, Cindi. And remember, I did pin the ends under and just a straight stitch across the top. The next row up a little bit higher, folding the edges under, straight stitch across, and then one more. So there's actually three layers. And let me bring this one back in for everybody to see. See how it's just folded on the side here? And so this is so cute. So, it just gives it that little French ooh la la.
Ballerina bum.
It's just so cute. And now we're going to show you really quick how to make that cute little bumblebee.
Busy bee.
The busy bee one. Now for our little honeybee.
Our little honeycomb we made with the hexagon set when the fabric was backed with the heat and bond. We did 3 different fabrics just to give it a little more interest.
So then once that's done, we're going to use this great little button bumblebee from Judikins.
And it's very cute. I wonder who designed that.
I don't know. It's a little special I just did for Judikins. Now you don't need very much ink on this because literally all this, so this is, we said we heat set that already.
You would have heat set it the same way that you did the Eiffel Tower,
And then you can see right here, I want to get that bumblebee right where...
in the middle of the honeycomb.
Thank you. And it just needs to be lightly stamped. And then you do want to heat set that so the ink does set into the fabric. And then what I did afterwards, if you want to just pull that one out, Cindi. Oh, well, we do need to show, I'm sorry. So what I did is I did embroidery, and then this little series of buttons are called all buttoned up. And the buttons actually are made to fit.
In all the stamps. It's really cute.
The center of the stamps. And I'll just show you. Here again, I'm just like totally loving embroidery these days. So I did a blanket stitch around the honeycomb.
Makes that honeycomb pop, gives it 3D
It really
dimension.
does, and it actually, when I went across, I actually blanket stitched both together.
It's like a real honeycomb.
And it kind of pinched it up. I like the dimension of it. And then how you saw how I just stamped the little bee, I literally just did an up and down and up.
Basic straight stitch?
No, it's not. It's called a back stitch, actually. If you're an embroiderer or you look up the stitch, it's called a back stitch. Sew the little button in the middle. Is for a baby. Make sure you sew that really securely on. And then I just used a permanent marker to give the little bee zigzags. And that's it.
It is so cute.
Okay, and let's bring back our little Eiffel Tower. And what a great little set. Isn't this really a lot of fun?
So cute.
So I do hope you try the ombre effect. Ombre. And what do we say, Cindi?
When creativity knocks,
open the door.